Hey everyone, I'm Dustin.
Can we talk about something besides yourself? Hi, I'm Jesse.
Today we're going to be talking about a recent article that I read. Ramzi Yousef. I don't know if you remember him or not. 1993, he was responsible for bombing the World Trade Center. Now he's suing us because he claims that he has spent too much time in solitary confinement, 15 years to be exact. So now he's suing, saying that he needs to be put into normal population, where he gets at least 14 hours of a day outside of his cell. How does it make you feel?
Well, I think the entire thing is ridiculous. So for starters, break that down more specifically here. But as far as him being outside of his cell, period, is just outrageous in my mind.
Let's talk about something real quick. Now, if he was a U.S. citizen, possibly understandable, even though he killed a whole bunch of people and hurt even more people, maybe he would have a case. The sad thing is that the U.S. government is so corrupt right now that he actually does have a case. He has a case to get out of solitary confinement, even though he blew up the World Trade Center. His father, I don't know if you know this, was actually the mastermind behind the 9/11 attack. His father is the whole reason that the towers no longer exist.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous that, or safe to say, a direct enemy of the side of the United States itself has a case against where apparently the court or the system has been mistreating him, and he's been in solitary confinement for 15 years, and for some reason he feels he has a right to not only complain, but a right to be treated as other inmates that haven't affected countless lives.
Now, he claims that because he's had 15 years of good conduct, he should be allowed out of solitary confinement. I guess he seems to think that people are going to forget that he bombed us. He bombed us. People don't forget that. It doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. And the fact of people who will never get to see mom, dad, uncle, grandma, grandpa, or whatever grew up without seeing them because their lives were directly affected or indirectly affected by his actions. And not only him, but his family, his uncles, and countless enemies of the United States. I wouldn't even begin to consider any allegations that he may have. But unfortunately, he does have a case here.
The funny part about the whole thing is that there is a lawyer who's actually going to be backing him up. Given most of the time, lawyers don't have a choice. If you're a coin-imported lawyer, of course you don't have a choice. You got to back him up. You got to do your job. Try to defend him. But just the fact that he's not a U.S. citizen, he is a well-known terrorist, and they're still going to let him have a case. I am interested in seeing how this ends up. I'd like to know whether or not he wins this case or not. So I'll be following the story. Hopefully you guys will follow it too. If not, that's fine. Maybe I'll give you guys an update later on. But if he wins this case, I do believe that this will wake a lot of people up and make them realize, holy crap, our government is not as great as we thought it was. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there that still believe that this country has an amazing government.
Please don't forget to follow us, comment, like, subscribe, and share.
Let us know how you feel about this whole situation. We'll get back to you. We'll give you some feedback as you give us feedback. Have a great night.
Out.